Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Games on Quick Hotfix. Today, we are celebrating the 20th anniversary of Dawn of Sorrow. We have a Soden 80% glitchless run. Just before we get into it, just before we get into it, just a quick reminder that GDQ Express and PAX West are going to be coming up for us. So GDQ Express is returning to TwitchCon San Diego from October 17th to 19th. You can learn more at twitchcon.com and stay tuned for the schedule coming up next month. Also, we've got PAX West that's returning August 29th through 7th 1st. You can go to gdq.gg/PAX West to check out the schedule and visit west.paxsite.com to learn more about the event. With all that said, I'll hand it over to y'all. I'll hand it over to runner commentary, let everybody introduce themselves.
Hello, hi, I'm Admin. I'm here to close out the Symphony block, or whatever we're calling it. I'm joined by the esteemed Eldritch once again.
Hey there.
I say esteemed. When I was trying to think about how to do like an introduction, earlier today, I was like, esteemed Eldritch, that sounds good. But then Doozy stole my line. He said the same thing. I was like, it's son of a... it's nice alliteration there. But yeah, this is a category I've only started playing it fairly recently, I guess, but I'm quite fond of it. It's a lot of fun. I know Eldritch hasn't played it because he invented his own category to avoid playing it. I don't if I remember rightly, that's how the story goes.
Actually, what it was is I was trying to do a demonstration of how luck mode would potentially impact Glitchless, because it technically wasn't considered a glitch. And then they were like, no, you can't do that because you have Alucard's shield now. And so they made it.
It's against the rules. So yeah, we're not going to be doing luck mode. But yeah, I'm ready to get started. I'll do a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Remember to skip the cutscene. Important. But yeah, same prologue stuff.
Yeah, the prologue is literally the most important sequence in Symphony of the Night, right? Like, if you mess this up, your stats are ruined for the beginning of the run.
We're hoping for some damage stacks, please. All right.
So to kind of trick this off,
very nice.
To remind everybody, Advent here has the world record in glitch.
Well, no need to make a big deal out of it, but yeah, no.
No, it's a huge deal. Number one in the world. The world.
But yeah, damage stacking. It is a glitch, and of course, this category is called Glitchless, as you may have noticed. There's two defenses for that. There's one is called Alucard Glitchless, technically, that's the name of the category. And they didn't say anything about Richter doing glitches, so, that's fair game. And there's also the French defense, which is chess opening as well, but the fact that this category used to be called French Glitchless originally, because it was created by the French community or something. I don't know, I wasn't there. It was a long time ago. But it was created as like an easier way to play the game. Because it was like the old any percent route before all the crazy glitches were discovered. So it was seen as easier, even though Glitchless is definitely more difficult to learn than any percent. Like if you're gonna speedrun this game, check out any percent first, for sure. But yeah, that's why damage stacks are allowed as like a legacy thing from then. So if someone asks why damage stacks are allowed, you can just tell them that's the French part of the category, and that'll clear everything up. No
silly French people always.
Yeah, no further clarification needed. But anyways, Death took all of our stuff, which is really annoying. We get a sword right there, which you're supposed to, equip and use that and whatever. But it turns out Alucard's fists are like way better than any weapon you can pick up early on, because they can hit twice if you're really close to an enemy, and they're extremely fast. And here I'm gonna do some double hits on these guys. Very nice.
Yeah.
Plate. And
who knew that Alucard was the Iron Fist?
Yeah, he's extremely powerful. Equip this leather shield to grab here, so we can do some shield dashing. Because just in case you thought there wouldn't be shield dashing, because death took our shield. No, it's Soden. Because you forgot. But yeah, the prologue, you get bonuses for beating it in less than a minute. You get a bunch of stat bonuses. I don't know exactly what you get.
Yeah, like whenever you do the prologue, if you don't get any stat bonuses, like let's pretend you get Maria and the whole 9, your stats will be a base 6 across the board. That's literally in the game, like as part of it, and then it moves up from there based off of your performance in the prologue.
Yeah, so that's why we're able to just like one-shot stuff with double hits, and well, I used the Petra Spear to kill Fog and Gaibon really quickly with a few punches as well. And a lot of enemies are weak to hit type damage as well early on, so yeah, we just plow through things, even though we just have our fists, but that's all we need. But yeah, an important thing is, as well, in this category, very important, is random stat increases and level ups.
Yeah, they matter a lot more here. The game does not level up your stats based off of what you do, like a lot of other RPGs would. What this game does is it literally says, does this one go up or no? Oh, okay, if it goes up, does it go up by 1 or 2? And 2 is obviously more rare, and so you are really dependent on those stat ups to be able to proceed through this quicker or slower, depending on what you roll.
Wait a moment.
Bye, Maria. Bye, Maria. But yeah, the first part, we still have to get Wolf and Sequence Break into Olroth, same as start of any percent, but it's just a little bit slower because we have to be careful not get hit by stuff. Because we only have our fists and not a sword with a giant hitbox that one-shots everything.
Now, there is a tutorial out there that Fire 1520 did to help people get into Glitchless any percent. Did you go by that guide at all, Advent, or did you just kind of say, "Oh, I'm
yeah, I totally watched that. Yeah. I mean, I took a look at some stuff, but no, I actually haven't watched that one. I just started playing, started gaming, and me and ASD were kind of like running this side by side, and he got second place as well. Which shouts to him. So, we both were like, we weren't like talking at all, but we just kind of like, we're like, oh, that's a good idea. We were just both running it, which, is always a cool thing. In speedrunning, we're just like, have someone building off of your ideas, building off of their ideas.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say about the Symphony of the Night community is that nobody hides new tech, right? Like in our community for speedruns, we just kind of say, oh, hey guys, we found this new thing. You can try it now in your speedruns. And we just kind of share it all, and we can, we're really supportive in our group. I like that.
Yeah, that's definitely true. Very supportive. I got a nice MP refill on the doppelganger there. Very important. That is a glitch, but it's fine. It happens during normal gameplay. It's fine. It's chill. Okay.
Yeah, the reason why that one's allowed is because you cannot plan for an MP refill glitch. Like, it literally just can't be planned for.
Yeah, like, people who played this casually, it probably happened to them a few times. They played the game a few times. Like, it just kind of happens. We'll maybe see if we get an actually useful one and pop off. That's not supposed to happen.
So now we have Wolf, and we're going to head back towards the clock room so that we can go ahead and get all that taken care of. But here we're going to stop for the Garnet because we want 5,000 money.
Yeah, we can't scam the librarian with shop glitch, but the money is still very important, so we have to grab that. Make sure we grab that. Also, I'm invincibilitying through these stone roses with Summon Spirit, which I didn't really mention, but yeah. Killing those with just your fists, yeah, good luck with that. I don't know, it's a really annoying enemy.
Yeah, it's because of the RNG involved with whenever they get hit, their head bobs back and forth and up and down all at once, and it's all RNG based. So it's just easier to go through them.
Yeah, this section we do some wolf movement. It's a little bit faster.
The reason why the wolf movement is faster here is because wolf movement is faster than Alucard walking, and it's faster than Alucard jumping. So if there's going to be a lot of like jumping and platforming, wolf movement is technically faster.
Alright, the sub 9 clock rush with, I don't know how much time to spare, but like probably like 20 seconds or something, so no need to worry about that. But that is it is no joke in this version, in this category. Getting the sub 9 clock rush and not getting a clock block is very difficult.
It's so difficult, some might say you would have to be a speedrunner to make that.
Yeah, you have to go fast or something.
Imagine going fast in a speedrun. Couldn't be me.
Yeah, that's the part we're all missing. Oh, just go fast.
I always find it interesting because everybody has a different way of manipulating these Blade Masters here. Like, some people just walk, some people do attacks and jumps, some people do a combination.
Yeah, there's lots of different things you can do. You can like turn around and then it'll force them to jump over you.
Gotta get in close to this Minotaur.
I guess lots of double hits, kill him quickly with our fist. Catch your spirit. And yeah, perfect fights.
Oh, that was glorious.
Yeah, if your strength is abysmal, that fight is really scary, but our strength is like mediocre, so yeah, it's not a big deal. But this kind of thing is you can just get completely screwed in this category, which does suck. And you just have to like reset the run, which, well, in this case I would just have to play it safe. But yeah, if you get at least mediocre stat rolls, it's not that big of a deal. There's kind of diminishing returns on it. Alright, make sure I grab the 1000 bag and the shield rod and the library card out. The shield rod is the weapon we're going to be using for the entire run, because we don't have anything like infinite buffalo stars. Make sure I don't buy the wrong thing or something, but yeah, we're going to grab the iron shield plus the shield rod, which the iron shield sounds like the most like generic thing ever or whatever, but it turns out in combination with the shield rod, it has probably like the second best shield spell in the entire game, like for no reason. It does a ton of damage and is relatively cheap, so that's what we're going to be using for the every boss that we encounter here.
Yeah, like the fact that it stays on screen and the fact that you can backdash to cause it to stay on screen longer, or stay over the boss longer, I should say, really makes the Iron Shield spell super strong.
Yeah, if you know how to use it, it does ridiculous amount of damage. Alright, so we go move to the right to make the Iron Shield spell hit for the entire damage, and I also use the stopwatch to slow him down. The stopwatch does affect Lesser Demon a little bit, so it stops him from being able to do anything. You just kill him. I got the Onyx. Make sure I grab that money. For the money routing, because I've totally never messed that up and been like, oh well. I just don't get a mana prism, but yeah, now I should be able to afford a mana prism with the Onyx I just picked up.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested.
Yeah, that'll come very useful. Make sure I don't accidentally library card. Try to unequip that.
Yeah, like glitchless any percent is one of the oldest categories for Symphony of the Night, if not the oldest. And so a lot of this is very planned out. Like people have been doing research on this and they put a lot of work into making sure that we're at maximum efficiency, even in varied situations.
Yeah, like Ron Scott was doing like all this pretty much the same stuff like in 2013.
Yeah.
So it's all kind of like the money and stuff is all kind of figured out.
And like, that's not to intimidate anybody. If you want to come in and try to get world records in this, like, there's always time to be saved. We are not at the point like Super Mario Brothers for the NES, where it's like, you know, you can't do any better than whatever is on the timetable. There's plenty of time to be saved in Symphony.
Oh yeah, loads of time. This is a difficult category, for sure, to get really good times with, but yeah, there's tons of time to be saved, so. Grab the holy water for much later in the run where we're using that. Do a couple of damage boosts. No big deal. And I don't know, our MP looks a little suspicious, but it should be just enough. Just kidding. A little bit too little for the field spell finish. Okay, well, that's a fine fight, I guess.
Yeah, turned out okay.
So, sure, yeah, I'll take it. That's how you're supposed to do it. A little too slow on the wing smash there. But yeah, our MP roll is important that we get at least a good enough MP roll. This MP roll kind of sucks, but whatever, I can work with it. Could be worse. Got the leap stone, so I can do dive kick with that. That's for me doing all over the dang place. Very important.
Grabbing this teleporter. Ooh.
Yeah.
Do not miss this one.
Gonna have to trek all the way back through Clock Tower.
Listen, I love Tragic Prince as much as the next guy, but
Enough MP to go through that whole hallway. We're gonna use our Iron Shield once again in combination with Shield Rod.
Perfect.
Yeah. Does a lot of damage. But Hippogriff is a kind of earlier game boss, but it does have a lot of HP. So it's good to be able to
He has like super high HP for a late game boss.
yeah, it's just really random. Mana Prism here, just enough for one more wing smash. Then use the invincibility.
Perfect.
Get through. And grab Silver Ring and just library card out.
Yeah, unfortunately, this is glitchless, so we do have to grab both of the rings, then run over to Holy Glasses, grab those, and then kill the Shaft Orb.
Yeah. Imagine getting Holy Glasses.
We actually based the randomizer initially off of the glitchless rule set for races and whatnot, so that people wouldn't go around, you know, doing relic skip and that kind of stuff. But then, like, once No Major Glitches was released as a rule set for speedruns, it was like, well, a lot of the stuff that we do is closer to this, so
Yeah, the rule set of, you know, if it's cool.
yeah.
That's but yeah, major skips are not allowed.
luck mode is still not allowed in randomizer runs, but I mean, if you're doing them on your own, you can do whatever you want. But in racing,
Yeah, but we haven't established the speed police yet.
I mean, they would just spend all their time at Dragon Blitz's house anyway.
Yeah, the cheater. Or doozy.
Yep. So here we're going to head down to go visit the succubus. We will not succumb to her, though. We will steal her ring.
Come all the way down here, get these dang rings. And Moonstone, very important. Moonstone gives you some pretty hefty stat bonuses for just a random item chilling there.
I do find it interesting that this entire sequence with both of the rings involves the three women in Alucard's life: his mother, the succubus, and Maria.
Yeah, we'll visit Maria again in a second.
Are MP refill glitches counted? If by counted, do you mean do we have to reset if we get one? No, because it is not something we can control whether or not it happens.
Yeah, it's allowed in, well, all runs, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, I mean, it's pretty likely to happen at some point.
Also, like, the only realistic way that you could say, you know, manipulate into an MP refill glitch is if you were doing a task, and at that point, you're doing a task.
Equip both rings.
It's not a glitch, it's a feature.
Lots of features in this game. Yeah, before we go down and grab holy glasses or make a detour, grab gravity boots, very important.
Yeah, what is the time save on gravity boots? It's like, what, 30 seconds or some noise, right?
I mean, yeah, you have to grab it. Alone for the like reverse caverns shaft. I mean, that's like 20 seconds of time save right there.
Exactly.
But yeah, that is the fun part, is you get all the movement options right from the get-go, and then you just get to cruise around.
Yeah. When we redesigned the glitch preset for the randomizer to actually make it work and be whole, the glitch that surprised Derek Drake the most, and like he was like, "Are you serious? That's a glitch?" Was the sword familiar getting out of bounds in Royal Chapel glitch, which I was like, I thought everybody knew that.
I've heard of it. It's a weird one. Yeah, we're escaping the library for the 4th time and the final time. And now that we have the holy glasses, we're just going to go to fight Richter, well, save Richter or whatever, but, you know, who cares? We just want to, you know, kill Dracula. That's what we care.
Yeah, like literally, if we could just mush Richter out of the way on our way out of the to the second castle and not have to listen to him talk, it would be amazing.
Yeah, just push him aside. Just wing smash straight past him like in 90%, but no.
Like, sir, I've got better things to do, man.
Yeah, here we're going to be using the Iron Shield once again. There we go. Very nice. Yeah, I guess the 10 hits like almost instantly.
Yeah, because while those swords are on it, it's basically what, 1 hit per frame. So
Yeah, it's insane.
now here's an interesting thing. We go left side, don't we?
Yeah, left side, best side.
Which in the randomizer community is an absolute taboo. Well, we used to be a taboo. Now it's the norm.
Make sure we grab the warp so we can go back and do right side. But first, yes, we're going to be doing left side of castle. And how would you even do it if you're doing right side? Like, I don't know. It's just, you gotta go left.
Yeah, because like you would still have to come back to this warp and go to Darkwing and Creature.
Yeah, I wonder how different it is. But for speedruns, we always do this.
There we see the exploitation of the additional iframes that are granted by the shield spell as well, which allow him to not get hit while he's doing all of that damage.
Got our first Vlad. Still need to collect them all. I mean, that's basically the main point of the category is have to get Holy Glasses, have to get all 5 Vlads. That room is the worst, so good thing we get through it pretty smoothly.
Yeah, did great.
And right into the Dragon Helm. That's pretty nice. Dragon Helm.
Just enough MP.
Yeah, just enough
wow.
MP. I wasn't worried. But yeah, Dragon Helm, very important because it says like scares enemies, lowers defense or whatever. The description kind of undersells it, but it halves the defense of all enemies, right?
Yes. In the coding, it actually says, is this item equipped? Cut the defense in half.
Yeah, it's like one of those loops that's just like insane. Always running something. But yeah, because the Iron Shield hits so many times with each cast, the amount of damage, or equip it right here for a fight creature, but yeah, the amount of extra damage it gives you is insane. So like we need to grab this, beat some of these bosses this quickly.
It is important to note that, like, part of the reason why I'm so focused on the MP thing is because, like, that is a major portion of Glitchless. Like, part of the reason why Glitchless is not the first speedrun that we recommend for everybody is because of the MP management. Like, you really need to be on top of that the entire run.
Yeah, it is. You can get pretty consistent with Glitchless. Like I say, it's even though the stat rolls are random, like it's not that much RNG, you get pretty good times consistently in this run, which is nice, but there's like it's a little different each time, which is interesting.
Dizzy Pissy is asking, is it worth it to go out of the way to get Alucard Shield? It is not, because of where Alucard Shield is located. It's located at the end of Reverse Caverns, all the way on the other side of the map, north of Bees. So, like, just the entire trek that it would take to get over there is not worth the amount of time saved that you would get per, what, one boss death?
Yeah, I wonder if even if you're doing, like, glitchless all bosses or something, that's even worth it. I don't know. I guess Galamoth is a thing. It's probably worth grabbing that. But nobody runs glitchless all bosses. Very nice.
Great big toss.
Yeah, big tossing actually isn't faster than just wing smashing through there, but saves a little
Saves
bit.
MP, though.
Yeah, saves a little MP. And you don't have to worry about like your experience getting a random level up from all those rock knights.
Ooh, good first phase.
Yeah, just 2 iron shield spells, that's all it takes.
That's our third Vlad. We just need to go right side to get the other 2 and beat the game.
Ow. Yeah, we used the warp that we grabbed at the beginning of second castle.
The Dragon Helm really helps against the next boss because, like, Medusa, because she's generally a stone element, like, she just has insanely high defense. So this is really going to help out against her as well.
Yeah, is she like weak to holy or something? Not even.
I believe so,
Yeah, that's why I use the holy water. We grabbed ages ago.
Razorblade, that spell was the Iron Shield spell. It's used whenever you couple the Iron Shield and the Shield Rod and you press both the circle and square button at the same time.
Yeah. 4 holy water is all it takes to take out Medusa. That's how much damage.
Interestingly enough, all of these shield spells are actually listed as weapon specials.
Grab the mana prism, chapel, so I can refill here. It's a little bit faster than refilling at the save. And yeah, just 3 holy waters, so it takes Ogmodon. He gets absolutely destroyed.
Yeah, Ogmodon, who is weak to both fire and holy, and holy water does both of those.
Yeah, he doesn't stand a chance. You have to watch him, it takes like 5 times longer for him to die. But, you know, he's a little bit salty about getting holy water poured on him.
Is the Iron Shield the best damage shield? It's debatable. Alucard Shield is undisputably the best shield spell in the game. Iron Shield, Medusa Shield, and Fire Shield all rank high for damage. It just depends on what your MP is and the situation that you're in.
Yeah, like the other shields cost a lot of MP, so Iron Shield is definitely the best for Glitchless if we, you know, don't get the Alucard Shield. Let's get out of the way.
Yeah.
There's another mana prism that I grabbed in that pot in the where we're gravity boots thing up the Orwak shaft, and it's gonna refill us for the end of the game. Make sure I equip the shield rod.
Once again, waiting for that clock.
Yeah, we have to do it twice in this category. Oh well. Could just skip it, but gonna set up my position with 1 backdash. And I think that's fine. I quit.
Shaft always has to be hard.
Hey, he's a jerk. It's a little bit early on the cast, but should have enough MP still for Dracula, maybe? I don't know. Maybe we'll just get an MP refill. All things are possible.
Just get an impossible to time glitch. It's easy.
Behold my true form and its
That's 3. And should be enough with 4. And time.
Nice.
I don't know what the time was, but I'm pretty sure that was faster than Fire's run. Was the PS1 record.
How
It was a 34
so
of
defeated?
Yeah, that's PS1 record. Well, though I got a 33 yesterday, but don't tell them that. A world record.
Sarcasm. For what
We'll just have to submit this and time it.
if he gains
True.
the world and loses his own
But yeah, that was
soul?
that went really well. That's a pretty crazy run.
1626, I believe.
Yeah, it was a very good run.
Tell me.
Do you have any closing thoughts? Anything you want to say?
I don't freaking know. I
She said, "Do not hate humans.
stream at Classic
If you cannot
Advent
live
like
with them, then at least
once
do
a
them no
month.
harm, for theirs is
But
already
when I
hard
do,
enough."
it's gaming.
She also said
This
to tell
big
you
gaming.
that she would love
is
you
happening.
for all of eternity.
Literally one of our
Please.
fastest runners.
Forgive me. Farewell, my son.
Yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Thank you for closing out the Soden block. Really fantastic run. Really appreciate y'all being here.